Welcome guys! I've made guides on how to use the KAR98K with the 8x scope, and I've also made guides as to how to use the built-in rangefinder of the 4x scope. But since many of you have asked me to make a guide using the KAR98K with the 4x scope, I decided to fulfill your wish and make one. Since the original rangefinder of the 4x scope involves using horizontal lines, which honestly isn't quite practical to use at all, I've designed a new and much easier way to rangefind with the 4x so you can land your KAR98K headshots with ease. The content of this guide is the KAR98K aim points using a 4x scope without changing zeroing. This is also a way to show you guys the bullet drop of the weapon. How to effectively rangefind using a new and easier method with the 4x scope. And then I'm gonna show you a simple and cool trick on how to use the correct zeroing with incredible ease. First, we'll take a look at the aim points of the scope, and we start at 100 meters. And at this range, all you gotta do is aim at the tip of the chevron as shown right here. Do note that this is also the point where your bullets will hit when using precise zeroing with all weapons. And in this case, the weapon is naturally zeroed to 100 meters. At 200 meters we need to aim a little lower but still inside the chevron or triangle like shown right here. Also note that in this test all hits are headshots. At 300 meters we almost need to aim at the same place as we did on the 200 meter distance. But at 400 meters of distance we need to aim at the tip of the vertical line of the scope right here. At 500 meters aiming at the 400 meter line is just what I need to give my target a real headache. At 600 meters we really notice the bullet drop, because we need to aim using the point right here. Our poor test dummy didn't make it this time either. At 700 meters we simply need to aim using this point. Now these aim points aren't really that hard to remember, because they have pretty logical increments, which isn't really that bad within the first 400 meters. However, if we'd prefer not to remember these aim points, we can also use zeroing distance. But how do we know exactly what to zero to? Well, I found a simple way on how you can rangefind your target and zero to the appropriate distance with ease by measuring the target vertically rather than horizontally. Rangefinding at 100 meters though is quite simply just looking at the head of the target. And if the head of the target fits perfectly inside the top chevron like so, then your target is about 100 meters away. If your target is 200 meters away, the height of your target will fit between the bottom line and the 500 meter line like this. And at 300 meters of distance, your target will fit between the bottom and just below the 600 meter line. Rangefinding at 400 meters looks like this. And at 500 meters the height of your target will fit like this. Then we have 600 meters and 700 meters of rangefinding. But now we're getting to a point where this is much to remember. But I've got a neat trick for you on how to simplify the rangefinding process. Keep your weapon zeroed to 100 meters until the height of your target fits approximately between the bottom and the 600 meter line. Then you should simply zero your weapon to 300 meters and aim using the area of the top chevron. Because when increasing distance, it's not always practical to aim using tiny aim points. And if the height of your target is approximately as shown right here, simply zero to 600 meters and still use the top area of the scope to aim with. So with the KAR98K, All you really need to remember are 2 points of rangefinding with 2 corresponding zeroing distances. Simple, right? So in conclusion, I want to say this. The KAR98K does not require any significant compensation when shooting targets less than 300 meters away. The professional or enthusiastic PUBG player should memorize and learn the exact aim points of the scope and use those. Or memorize the zeroing points and use those, as this will lead to more headshots and thereby more instant kills. But for most PUBG players, the best approach will be to keep your weapon 0 to 100 meters and then only change zeroing to 300 and 600 meters respectively when rangefinding accordingly using the simple trick provided in this video. Now that's all I had for you guys in this video. I want to thank all the people who helped with the test on this video, and all their names can be found in the description below, so when you find them on my Discord server, give them a little thanks. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay updated on more awesome content, and I'll see you guys next time.